Hello, and welcome to another free movie review, where this time I was able to get a free screening of Ready Player One. Story's simple enough. In the near future, there's a video game that most of the world is playing. The creator of the video game died a few years before the movie takes place, and he left behind a contest for whoever could solve it will be able to grant access to full control over the game and also billions of dollars in money. Pretty simple plot, sort of like a modern day Willy Wonka without a lot of the whimsy. The main draw to this movie is all of the cameos and appearances to characters from previous movies and video games. With this being the latest film being done by the great director Steven Spielberg, you expect several good things, but for me, I just found it to be just okay, at most. Throughout the film, there is a very catchy soundtrack, but the way it was edited with the film, it sort of feels misplaced with what was going on screen. As beautiful as the inside of the video game, the Oasis, looks with its CGI graphics, it's when we cut to the real world that apparently the camera crew had trouble of picking which camera to use, as with film grain greatly distracting you what's going on. Cameos and references to other popular franchises was nice, but there's been numerous times where it got to over-explaining or over-geeking out of things that really shouldn't be geeked out about, or it's just explained a little too much that the audience just has to sit there and wait for them to finish this long paragraph before the story can continue. There are some scenes in this film that I found to be beautifully done and also just got me hyped up to what was happening. But there's a lot of lull points or just areas that just seem to come to a dead stop where it doesn't really feel like it's in the same film, or the characters aren't well written enough to keep the momentum going. There are several jokes that did get a good laugh out of me, but there are also quite a few that didn't really hit my type of funny bone. I do hear that this movie is a lot better than the book that it was adapted from, but it's far from a classic movie that we've seen from Spielberg many times in the past. Being a runtime about 2 hours and 20 minutes, this movie does feel a bit long for what type of story it was trying to say. It would have been better off as cut down to as short web videos that come together as a longer story arc. To me, a lot of the bad, bland, and boring outnumbered the good and awesome. But that good and awesome was really good and really awesome. So I will be picking this up on Blu-ray when it comes out, just to edit down to a video that I would enjoy more with a soundtrack that actually fits it.